Hello and welcome to another episode of Comic Book Reviews. If you love comics as much as I do, you're going to subscribe to my channel. I review comics for Comic Crusaders. I also have my own franchises, Adolescent Radioactive Samurai Platypi and Carl Vincent Vampire Hunter. They're available on Comics Central, Indie Planet, and Comixology. Check them out. Stay tuned to this broadcast for more information. Also, like the Facebook pages for each franchise for more information. Check out my Patreon site for some neat original artwork and shows that you won't find on YouTube. I'm Kevin Given. Today we're going to review Batman number 58 and the Once and Future Tarzan. First, Batman number 58. Synopsis. Oswald Cobblepot is welcomed home in style, but he doesn't seem very happy about it. It seems he's mourning the death of his daughter. Funeral arrangements and all are being made. Only the Penguin could turn such a solemn occasion into a threat to make plans to punish Bruce Wayne, whom he blames for this tragedy. Looking at the creative team, Tom King brings us a somber opening to this issue as we see a spark of humanity in the grieving Mr. Cobblepot. But that spark seems to have a negative effect on those around him, especially those in his employ. The Batman has his hands full this time as he tries to make sense of the Mr. Freeze situation as well as dealing with the Penguin. King leaves the biggest shock for the final page, and it is effective. Great stuff includes watching Alfred keeping up the Batcave and its trophies and Commissioner Gordon striking a nerve with the Dark Knight as he answers the bat signal. Michael Janin keeps things especially dark with a sharp contrast in his panels. He helps keep the mood somber with the funeral for the daughter of the Penguin. Cobblepot's mind, while on the funeral, seems to ignite his irrational view of the nature of the Batman in this issue. Highlights include the splash where Batman takes on the Penguin's goons and the clever way Alfred is introduced in this issue. In conclusion, this issue sees a slowdown in the action as Oswald Cobblepot and the Batman deal with another death. It's a poignant issue and brings the antagonist to a point where he has to contemplate the reality of his situation. The Penguin seems to be going further off the deep end with the death of his daughter. His behavior is erratic, even for him. The Batman is thrown for a loop while investigating the Freeze case. He winds up in the Penguin's lair. To be continued. 3 stars and 8.2 rating from this comic book reviewer. And now let's review the Once and Future Tarzan. Lord Greystoke is kind of minding his own business and contemplating life's little wonders when a group of natives invades his domain, and he must take them out in true Tarzan style. The natives stop fighting when they realize that Tarzan speaks their language, and he isn't the threat they thought he was. A fun beginning to this volume, leading into an intriguing story set in the ruins of a future London. Looking at the creative team, Alan Gordon brings us into this story with a little twist. The natives are seeking a man-ape hybrid to lead them on an epic journey. Little do they know that the one they decided to fight is the one they are seeking. What brings us into this story is the opening tension, which gives way to trust a few pages on. Gordon keeps us curious as to where the natives want our protagonist to take them, and we're entertained all the way there with exotic locales and unforeseen dangers like man-eating plants. Great stuff includes the all-female tribe, which seems to be a cross between Wonder Woman's Amazons and Black Panther's Dora Milaje. Also, Tarzan's big reveal at the end of Chapter 1. Bo Hampton and Thomas Yates give us some different styles in this tale. Hampton's pages are gorgeous paintings, which brings us into the jungles of Africa and some breathless scenery, while Yates is more traditional comic book art, also some gorgeous pages, but of a more traditional style. It can be a little unsettling at first, but the difference in the style grows on you. Highlights include the Lord of the Jungle's fight with an alligator and the final battle between Tarzan and the poachers. In conclusion, a great trade paperback to be sure. The entire story is here uncut and is a must-add to any Tarzan fan's collection. It's a classic Tarzan tale which pays homage to Edgar Rice Burroughs in so many ways. So many in this industry and the film industry take a franchise and ruin it. Just look at the current state of Star Wars and Star Trek, reworking them into something unrecognizable until fans of the original become disappointed and disillusioned. So it's nice to see someone who respects the source material and can give us a fresh story without transgressing. Though its setting is in some kind of post-apocalyptic era, we see familiar Tarzan tropes. There are his old friends, Jad the lion and Tantor the elephant, plus the romanticized and transcendental aspects of Emerson and Thoreau, so prominent in the original series. Edgar Rice Burroughs would be proud. The getting back to nature theme is one of the most important aspects of the character. Though he can live like a civilized human, he prefers the wild. He hates wearing much more than a loincloth and a knife. In this story, he's forced back into the wild, and we see him welcome the adventures in his element. When he lives among civilized human beings for too long, he gets restless and thirsts for the hunt. All these aspects of the Jungle Lord are present and well written in this volume. This trade will appeal to new fans with an exciting story, and fans of the original will be thrilled at yet another great adventure for Tarzan of the Apes. This comic book reviewer gives it 4 stars, a 9.2 rating. The Once and Future Tarzan trade paperback, a surprising new tale that drops the Lord of the Jungle into an unfamiliar setting, the future. Can Tarzan's vine-swinging skills serve him in the half-flooded ruins of a future London? Collects the complete story from the pages of Dark Horse Presents, along with over 40 pages of new material. The publishers, of course, Batman is published by DC Comics, Tarzan by Dark Horse. If you love comics as much as I do, you're going to subscribe to my channel. I review comics for Comic Crusaders. I also have my own franchises, Adolescent Radioactive Samurai Platypi and Carl Vincent Vampire Hunter. They're available on Comics Central, Indie Planet, and Comixology. Check them out. Stay tuned to this broadcast for more information. Also, like the Facebook pages for each franchise for more information. Check out my Patreon site for some neat original artwork and shows that you won't find on YouTube. And that was our look at comic book reviews for this week. Until next time, this is Kevin Gibbons saying so long and keep reading those comics.